Hi everyone, welcome back to the CH Wine Tasting Room. I'm Chris Lafleur, friendly neighborhood sommelier, ready to talk about Shiraz with you today. We have lot 914, Shiraz from Australia. Now, there's lots of places in Australia that make Shiraz and very good quality Shiraz. One is probably better known above others, but since it's not on the label, I can't tell you which one. But go ahead and look at the shelves in your local liquor store, and you might be able to pick out which one is popping up more than others. So Shiraz, of course, Shiraz, or is it Syrah? Huh? It is the same grape. In fact, you find Syrah in France and you find Shiraz in Australia. If you want to do a deeper dive on that, we actually talk about this in one of our Q&A videos. So I'm going to tell you to go back over there, but after you finish enjoying this one, because you're going to want to have a glass of wine in hand while you watch these videos. They're super fun. So let's talk about this one. This is Shiraz. You can see from the color, it is a little bit darker than some Pinot Noirs that you might notice, but not quite as heavy and dark as some of the Cabernet Sauvignon or Malbec maybe, but it still has a great depth of color to it, ruby at its core for sure, with a nice pink note to the edges here. On the nose, oh boy, on the nose. On the nose, okay, so here's what I'm getting. There's a lot to unpack with this wine. There's lots here. Here's what I'm getting. There's some raspberry, there's some bramble, there's some blackberry, there's some black currant, and it's all in a very ripe expression, so it's standing out pretty dramatically. But around that, I think I'm getting like a note of black tea, a little bit of black pepper, which is a key note for Shiraz. You normally find some black pepper here in a compound called rotundone. And I'm also getting a little bit of eucalyptus or spearmint with maybe a little bit of fennel and some cardamom hanging around the edges here. So what is starting off as a straightforward Shiraz is turning into a very complex wine. The more we dig into it, let's taste it and see how complex it gets over there too. Decided to swallow it at last minute, decided to do it. Sorry, didn't mean to tease you there. If you're about to spit your wine at the same time as me, which I know a lot of people like to do, now you can't, so sorry about that. It's really good, really, really good. That's not my whole review, but let's start there. There's great ripeness of fruit on the palate here. There's a really nice expression of tea and rotundone and black pepper. There's also a touch of eucalyptus that really lifts this from its spot in the Shiraz category. I think eucalyptus you can find generally in a lot of Cabernet Sauvignon and Shiraz from Australia, but when you do find it unexpectedly in a nice high quality expression, it's delightful, mind-blowing. A little bit of fennel as well, like I said, and you can feel on the palate, this has got great length to it. It keeps going and going and going. There's so much to unpack with this. So where does this fit in your cellar? Anywhere you want to put it. In fact, I think you probably want to get a couple of bottles of this minimum so you can taste it against other people that are so used to Shiraz being kind of one note, and now you can show them this and exactly how complex it is. Similar to Neo, you should find out how deep the rabbit hole goes. Yes, that is a Matrix reference. I know John Wick is more popular, but let's think about it because we like that movie. So get a couple of bottles of this for your cellar, put it anywhere you want in the cellar, and open it up when you want to have a casual drink with someone and surprise them with how cool this wine can be. And I will see you at the next glass.